everybody, it's Joy with the Women's AI Visibility Institute, WAVE for short. And I want to talk about today how AI gets confused about women. Tim and I did our Live and Found last week, and we were talking about how AI finds you and then makes a decision about you and confirms that decision and then uses that decision to recommend you. And I brought up an example of how AI gets confused with women and their name changes. And I used myself as an example because it just popped into my head that I am living this. So I want to reiterate that and talk about how that affects women and AI visibility. So when I started my career, I wasn't married. My name was Joy Morales, and I kept my name when I got married for the first time. Back then, I was a court reporter and I was a notary, and it was just a bunch of paperwork that I didn't want to do or pay for. So I just kept my name. I was married 11 years before I ever changed my name. And I changed my name to Joy Morales Cress. I was married for 31 years. So, for that length of time, anything I did, I wrote, posted, any content I created, it was associated or tagged with Joy Morales or Joy Morales Cress. Then, a few years ago, I got divorced and I went back to my maiden name, Joy Morales. And I was Joy Morales for 3 years, maybe. And recently, I got remarried and I went to go change my name to Joy Johnson. So, from my first working to over the span of my career of 40 years, I went from Joy Morales to Joy Morales Cress to Joy Morales to Joy Johnson. So let's put that in the perspective of AI trying to figure out who I am, what I do, where I'm at, and if I'm credible and can be recommended as a source. So, do you see the problem AI has? I've worked for 40 years and it's been Joy Morales Cress, Joy Morales, and now Joy Johnson. Now, AI is smart enough to tag Joy Morales and Joy Morales Cress and then back to Joy Morales. It's smart enough to do that, but it might not be smart enough to have the thread to Joy Johnson. So I created an entity. I changed that entity to Joy Morales Cress. I went back to the original entity, and now I'm starting a new entity of Joy Johnson. So, what does that mean? That means my experience, my content that I've created, the blogs I've written, the articles I've written, the videos I've created, that is spread out across four, possibly four different entities. So AI doesn't know if those four are tied together or if it's all separate. So when it's looking to recommend me, it'll skip over me because it's not going to spend the time to figure out, is this Joy Morales and she got married and she's changed her name? Doesn't work that way. If it can't verify who you are and what you do, it's going to skip over you and move on to the next that it can verify. Now, there are solutions to this problem because women change their name much more than men do, but it's an awareness or a perfect example how AI gets confused around women and how that plays into being recommended. Now, we talk about bias in the data and how men have more content, they've been in it longer, they're more active, they do more presentations. So, AI pulls men and offers them as a recommendation more than women. But here's a concrete example of why some of that bias happens because it can't validate your experience. You could be an attorney for 25 years And if you've changed your name over the course of your life, those 25 years might not get attributed to you. And that affects your ability to be cited by AI. That could have a long term detrimental effect to your business. So I just wanted to share this example. Check out our website. We do research data that shows how women have to address this issue of AI visibility for them to be in the game. So check out our website, read our blogs. We're offering seminars and courses coming up. Our next report is coming out with Texas. Our Colorado report was 209 women attorneys on two platforms, ChatGPT and Gemini. Our next report, our Texas report, is on three platforms, Gemini, ChatGPT, and Perplexity, with 350 attorneys. Be on the lookout for that. That drops in April. But we are going to lean into how women can show up for AI. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. Please reach out to me if you have questions. It's joy at WAVI Institute.com. Thanks so much.